So after the show, she sent the goal so we could hit it. So I got the hair dye. I'm gonna look like this tomorrow. Look exactly like.
Don't you wish you want to look like that?
Be like, hey guys, it's me. I heard you get a free gift if you join. What do we get? You get a free gift. I heard you get a free gift if we join. What do we get? When did I say that? I forget. Am I drunk?
Maybe you did do something.
I know for gifted memberships, I'm drinking. Sadie, get off from under my chair. I'm too low again. This chair's sinking by itself. I'm gonna hit the floor by freaking. Oh, I'm just kidding. Okay, I was like, damn, did I scam the viewers? I'll be worried. So who do we got on the? We got Cooter Crabs. We got.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have returned to the usual format of our content. Starting out with Dick Gemini. Now, truthfully, again, a 1 hour show. The usual stuff with Dick Gemini. Neither good, no bad. I guess doing shots for every gifted is not a bad thing. I mean, he did get memberships. Not membership. He got monetized. So I can't hate on that. Because I understand how hard can it be to get monetized. So I'm not going to hate on that. No. And obviously, when I was kind of thinking about it, I'm like, taking a shot for membership or taking a shot for like every X amount of dollar, I think it's kind of ridiculous either way. And I know a lot of people do it because like, oh, it's an easy way to get money or it's an easy way to get membership. And I'm just like, wouldn't it just be better to get membership and donation for just being who you are and just, you know, like, unless it's like a big goal, like, hey, you know, if I get like 1,000, like, hey, how about you guys help me fundraise a trip and I can record it or stream, like stuff like that. I can understand, or like a particular project you're working on, you need the money to fund it. But other things, I'm just like, I just don't get it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because the way I operate, and I'm very blunt, like, I appreciate everything I get, whether it be donation or memberships. But unless I have a particular goal in mind, let's say I wanted to travel and visit somebody, I don't know, let's say hypothetically, I ask my fans, right, people who support me, like, hey, about like $400 or $500, and we can go see and interview Ruby face to face, or go and interview Dalmatian Dog, or maybe like, I don't know, maybe for $1,000 we can go to Seattle and interview Jeremy or Ava, or even go like, oh, like for $400 I can go to and interview Grace and Ben directly, right? I can see that being more of a goal rather than like, oh, take a shot every 5 membership. But you know, then again, I think you would have to pay quite a bit for the memberships. I'm pretty sure the membership that he has may be up there, unless I'm mistaken. All right, but it's like, I don't know, comparing each other's stuff like that may not be the right mindset. Maybe I'm looking at this for what is. Maybe I'm looking at this a lot unnecessarily deeper than I need to. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide is that the right way to think or not. But let's move on to Supreme Queens. Like always.
I'm not even wearing foundation today, so
We
you
need
can see when I blush.
You knew I was going to be out. You should have.
I couldn't find it. One of my, Zoe moves my shit. She's on my desk.
Ask Zoe where it is.
Hey, Zoe. Where's my found? She's asleep. She doesn't care. I saw her ears move, but her brain's not listening.
Them boys probably sold something for me. They took off pretty quick.
I hope not.
I know, right?
You girl, they were getting high. They don't give a damn.
What did they just randomly run away?
Over here.
What happened to the 2 young ones you were sitting with? What happened to the 2 young ones you were sitting with? Did they just run away?
That's what I'm saying. They just like disappeared. What if they snatched something out of my book bag?
I hope not.
DeLacy, my entire channel. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
DeLacy, the entire channel is called Becky Boop Show because it was originally my channel. Now it's a hub channel. I have to change the name. All right, Roxy, we can't. Brady.
You know where the rides are at? Go ahead.
So we're back with some IRL stuff on the on the Supreme Queens. Now, I think it was pretty okay. Pretty okay for the most part. I thought it was pretty wholesome, usual fun with the Supreme Queen, even though I don't really like them too much, and truthfully, I just don't like Becky in general. But that's not the main point. I could always move away my own personal feelings and be a little bit more objective about things. Now, truthfully, I think that maybe what could have helped, I said, there's really not much that could have helped. I feel like for some of the IRL streaming, I think that 2 hours isn't enough all the time. Now, I do know that Roxy does the IRL stuff on her own channel, a lot more of the longer stuff, and so generally a lot of the other stuff get like kind of cut down and get put on the BBU on Becky's show. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. It's just like when you're doing IRL streaming, people want it to go on longer and longer and longer, especially if you're trying to get donation and that ad revenue through YouTube. When you look at like other people like from the OTKs and all that, they have a long format of that IRL streaming. And a lot of the thing they show here looks fun, especially if you've never been to an amusement park or like a county fair. But it's actually, I should probably show you what I'm referring to.
Oh, my grandson's crying because he's so proud of me.
Oh,
Becky.
I know we're ruining your moment, Roxy. She said her grandson's crying.
No,
He's
no,
so
no.
proud
I'm
of
just
her.
saying.
Oh,
He's
don't
crying
cry,
'cause he's
baby.
proud of me.
Don't cry, baby.
He's crying because he's
I'm proud of you,
scared.
Grandma.
Stop it. He's crying because he's scared.
You got to be strong for him.
I'm not done. Oh, is it starting?
This is all that holds you in.
Is it moving? I'll turn it off when it starts moving. It looks like it's moving, doesn't it? No?
Not yet.
Am I full screen?
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not till she moves.
Let's get
All
it,
right.
people.
I'm gonna make her full screen now.
Let's get it, people.
Look at her face. She was so unhappy when I said she's not full screen. Look at her. That was her exact expression. The moment I said, "There's your full screen, bitch. You got it."
Now, here, personally, I don't know. I feel like what they're doing with their IRL stuff can be a lot more successful, but I think the issue is time plays, right? I think if they had the show a little bit more early on the day. Now, the reason they don't, I think, because Roxy is busy throughout the day. She does a lot of things, especially with her daughter starting a business. I also do believe Chavez has to take care of her grandkids around early on the day, and I have no clue what about for Becky, probably sleeping in most of the day, very relatable. Not necessarily those a bad thing. I'm just saying that if you're going to do IRL streaming, from what I've seen in the past, is that you gotta kind of do it more in the day into the afternoon to kind of get your audience going and pick up more and more of that steam. For instance, when we look at a good example, a lot of the OTK people, a lot of those streamers, they generally do that. They start early in the day and then they move forward. But they also have a crowd of people, and the one who's running it, right, it doesn't really matter. But they're still all doing their own stream, and you get to see different perspectives. Not really seeing that here. You're really just seeing one moment sitting and basically just taking it easy, and another one doing the same thing. Where, let's be fair, Roxy is what's keeping this show going in the end, right? Like, I don't know, people probably would agree with me that Roxy is what's keeping this show going. Roxy is what's keeping this basically running it. I think if it wasn't for Roxy, I think they really wouldn't have much half the time, right? It's every other day Roxy's doing something. I can't really think of a stream offhand right now that they actually, like, that Savage or Becky did. Now, I understand for Savage because he has kids, or not kids, but grandkids, it makes it difficult. And that's understandable. You can't hate on that. But it's like, if all you're doing is just sitting there laughing, making jokes, which again, I can't say much because I kind of do the same thing, but I'm willing to acknowledge that. What are you doing? Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being sincere when I'm like how like at this point the BBU is basically currently being carried by Roxy more than anybody else. With it again, I think Roxy's willing to accept that, but it's like, well, like what about you? Like, what are you particularly doing to keep your eye? I think a lot of people will enjoy Becky doing IRL streaming, even if it's like a 5, 10, 30 minute going in her car, driving somewhere, coming back. I think a lot of people would enjoy that, same thing with Savage, but it's like, I don't see that. And I understand that, quote unquote, Becky is busy behind the quote unquote scenes, but not much has manifested. And I believe this whole week there hasn't been a show with the VTuber. So what happened with that? I'm pretty sure they're still together, unless that's not the case. And a lot of people probably were attracted to it, but maybe the numbers were just not there. Now I do understand that the VTuber has her own show, but it's like at this point, what's stopping the VTuber from just completely leaving? It's just like, well, I don't need this. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of issues that are very, very clear and very, I don't know. I'll let you. What do you guys think? Till next time, God bless.